As far as Blase is concerned, when they go in for the retake here, the Hunters, they're going to have to deal with an EMP. That's going to go immediately. Only catches 3, but Among instantly deleted. 2 kills. Jinmu and Among out of the fight here for the Hunters. Not really going the Hunters' way here on the first point, and it will be the Boston Uprising taking the lead, 1-0. Tying it up, and the Hunters showing some fight, exactly. And there we go, EMP into the back. It's 3, opening it up, and he has been so good, Jinmu, about hitting the back line each and every time. Persia and Kelix, every EMP, they've been silenced. That makes it so hard for Boston Uprising to survive it. No rally possible, no boost to save somebody.
Well, they got Primal, but Fusions is going to get melted when everyone turns the focus onto him. He will have to give up his life. Getting trade back in here, Color access to blink onto the point. Not ideal.
Not ideal, but there's the rally. A little bit of armor, but it's still the 3 squishiest guys you've got on your team who are running here and here, trying to contest. RCK gets blown up immediately as well, and the Hunters, they're going to tie it up 1-1. And then perhaps the first map. Straight on to the point. Let's go. Fusion's going to be chucked up high. Pull! And the shot coming in from Bacon Jack. 99% on the board for Hunters, and now it's all about just cleaning things up. Boston Uprising, they're going to be falling one after the other here.
Kickback. Bacon Jack, rather, finally falls, but that's going to be it. Only a couple on the point, but some good adaptive shields. A barrier out now for Chengdu. Desperation time for Boston.
Yeah, at all costs they survive. But Fusions, oh, he rolls into the mines. Talk about area denial, and that is going to be the Hunters. After a rough start on the map, they have to realize, yep, that they are going to be all over the place at this point now. And Yang Zhou going to get blown up. RCK as well. Going to find the kill on Kyo. Oh, they're getting wiped out here on the side of the Hunters. The defense crumbling, and the battle plan worked for Boston.
Boston did a great job of setting up that dive. They were patient on it. They got everybody in the correct position that they needed to be.
Side of the Hunters, and it did force the coalescence out of Persia. Color Hex, though, trying to pour that pressure on, and Kyo gonna get picked. This is looking grim now for the Hunters. They could get rolled. They're at risk. Color Hex, yep, still with the EMP. Could throw it in there, just trying to lock it out. Seems like the go signal has been given. Many ults still online here for the Boston Uprising. Blase attempts pulse, but right now we're gonna get 2 ticks permanent progress, right on the edge of a third. Last contest here by Kyo. Somebody else here to do it. Nope, they can't make it in time. The Hunters just got rolled.
Pretty much just ignore this backline. In fact, they actually do rotate back. A nice sleep onto Yang Zhou. He's anti-heal. There's no way he lives, right?
There's a dragon going through somewhere. Oh, and it catches 2. Persia and Color Hex go down. They get the res up on YXL as well. And this is a big opportunity now for the Hunters to pick up the point. One body on the point right now, getting a little bit of progress. That's unfortunate for Kyo. Nice juke, but he had the trance as well. So it's looking like the Hunters, they are in a position where they could do some work. Blase finds Ivaltal, but we've lost RCK. He got cut off from the pack.
They're going to get a couple kills, and now these snipers are really going to town. There's nowhere to hide. They got the crossfire up. And what happened so early on in that fight? 8 nano Genji.
It was a thing. Trance used by Kyo, keeping everybody healthy. Now you see YXL to just crank damage. They cannot allow for any more stall here, but it's looking like the Boston Uprising with a kill on Kyo could turn this around. So much more valuable to get kills on the Hunters than it is to get kills on Boston. Boston, they spawn right there. The Hunters, they have to run a marathon to get back into this fight.
There's no pressure on the back line either. Anna and Baptiste are just chilling all the way back, doing all the healing in the world, and it's taken way too long. Right now, Chengdu has to go back to it.
Color Hex just deciding to get stuck in a box by himself. He's surely going to get punished here. Yep, he's taken out. Elza with the hunt. And they are falling apart one after another here. Boston Uprising getting picked off, and the Hunters looks like they will not be denied. They should be able to pick up this second point.
Should be able to get there, but still some stall coming out. Blase unable to touch. Chengdu will complete Volskaya.
Seconds left on the clock, so I mean, right now, it's all about surviving. We will have all 6 Hunters gathered up once again, but the ultimates have been used. They have to get it done the old-fashioned way. But the first thing you gotta do, Hex, in that situation, is get a body on the point.
6 people alive, no one on the point. That's a little...
Fusion's under pressure, has to roll away. Was there an opportunity missed? No, because they find the kill on YXL. This still makes such a big difference now for Boston Uprising. If they can keep the pressure up here, the Hunters are going to be in for a real rough time, especially if Blase finds a kill on Jinmu. 2-man advantage now for the Boston Uprising, and it's just going to keep extending further. You have the wings out for Ivaltal, but it's not going to be enough here for the Hunters, and the Boston Uprising looking like they're going to be able to tie up the series 1-1.
The style of the Chengdu Hunters is very much feast or famine. not a big meal on the table right now. Is Boston gonna take Volskaya? Chengdu continues to struggle on Volskaya.
Get into the choke point here, and then you've got a, whoa, you got a big nade going down. Jinmu, he's in a bit of a tight spot. Jinmu gonna get overwhelmed. He's gone. RCK finding the first pick of the match, or the map, rather.
Another big anti-heal goes on the other side of things. Elsa's getting bullied around right now. Actually, Elsa does the bullying in the back line. Sorry, I saw a woman shooting ice, and I just thought, Elsa.
Oh, hey, yeah, I gotcha. What is going on here, though? Complete and utter disaster for Boston Uprising. These nades have been fantastic from Kyo. All the kills, I mean,
one helps against Amon. So, this is just the cleanup here. He's hitting shots. Jinmu takes one to the dome. And now KO takes a body shot. A little cleanup on Baby Diva.
Amon keeps trying to roll in there too, and he just gets stunned. And that Brigida from Kellex, so frustrating. And now Jinmu going for the blade. He gets one! And we lost a Blizzard as well in the mix there. So frustrating for Blase, but they are not going to stabilize. It's looking like a second point about to be picked up here for the Hunters.
Gonna clean this one up. Elsa's been playing pretty well on this Diva, able to assassinate some of these targets and also the
side. Oh, YXL could try and get the high noon as soon as that shield goes down. Whoa, the snipe on the fusions. No shield left to hide behind here. YXL could have a fun time with it, especially because the wall has gone down as well. And so everybody out in the open, and he finds a pick on Persia. That's good enough. He'll take it. Sets up for the fan. Finds that too, and the Hunters looks like they're going to get it done in overtime here on Blizzard World.
What a crucial kill onto Fusions early on in that fight. Maybe that's finally the communication coming in. They put it. He's a million miles away.
He is, and now you got to go. You got no choice. Kellex dies to the dragon. No way! Color Hex runs into a dragon. Disaster! And this is going to be the Hunters completely obliterating the Boston Uprising on the offense and taking the lead in this series, in the maps. Boston, they just could not catch a break.
I mean, there are still people from Boston trying to get back on the point, not able to clean it up cleanly enough, but Elsa eats the pulse bomb. Color Hex just adds another death to his tally. And Chengdu holding strong on Blizzard World.
Oh, that's a painful one. Just nothing goes right. A little bit of pressure. Dragon right in through as well. Oh, and the hold. Perfectly done. But the trance is there. We'll be healing through that dragon damage. Solid reaction time there from Kyo to get that up. So they will continue. Self-destruct just lobbed in over the top. And what? How does he kill Eviltall?
Might be one of those situations where he thought he was around the corner and he wasn't.
Oh, I guess it can go off under the cars.
Yeah, Color X, good thing.
Yeah, that's not going to help things. Oh, Res does go off, however.
Self-destruct buys them the time for that Res.
Amon needs to survive this, though. Well, he is not. He is going to go down, so you need a quick play coming in here from somebody on the Hunters, trying to turn it around. It's not looking likely, though. 2 kills, and soon to be a third. Eviltall goes down. That is going to be at the cleanup. Super solid here on the side of the Boston Uprising. They will pick on and pour it on, really trying to make sure that the Boston Uprising cannot get comfortable here. Jinmu hitting a shot would be a big deal. Self-destruct just casually chucked right off that side, and RCK somehow comes up with 3 when his team needed it most. Big self-destruct kill, just lobbed right over the front of it.
You want when you're trying to dodge a self-destruct. They're able to crack the shield. Amon just donates his life into the cart.
Wow, he got obliterated.
They're trying to cover this res. They get the res, but they lose 2.
Not happening.
Not worth.
Quite too good, especially with the supercharger there. But Amon, that was just instant death.
Vicious there to go for the back line, but Transcendence was ready. KO's got a Transcendence of his own. If he can zoom Yada out here.
Might be possible to keep him up. Everybody just trying to play hide and seek at this point. Jinmu, long range with the knuckles, not gonna work, buddy. But he does remove Kellex. He's launched into the air. Not exactly what you want to do versus Color Hex, but now Color Hex has to go for the close quarters. And Blase is there to help out as well. Between the 2 of them, can they remove Elsa quick enough? Now you've got Amon back into the fight. This is where it gets tough because you're gonna have fusions there to bolster, to help his 2 damage dealers, but the spawn distance is so close for Hunters. And this is just a meme now.
The Marble Madness going on in the card as they chase each other around, but you got to see some kills from Boston if they have any hope of bringing this back. But it turns all yellow in the tide, and Chengdu will prevent Boston from like an unresable position. They're going to try. They're going to cover it actually with the Transcendence.
Oh, buddy, and Jinmu again with the Color Hex snipe. Color is out of it. No, Jinmu gets traded. Now we're going to get the Blase Blizzard. Cooling everybody down. Guys, let's chill out for a second. It's too hot outside for this mess. Take a breather here, have this cocktail.
Time to reset. in a lot of trouble. They did a really good job of covering for the resurrection, but the Blizzard comes in after that. Blase makes a big impact there. Elsa unable to get the eat, gets frozen, and you hear it, 60 seconds
He'll
remaining.
be making all the difference. Elsa, what's going to happen here is they are just, no, they're floundering. The Hunters are getting just rolled, and now it is going to be Boston Uprising forcing a map 5 here versus the Chengdu Hunters. And they're definitely going to be feeling good about this one. The Boston Uprising earned it. They got this win.
A very solid defense, and yet again, the hesitation to switch off of heroes cost the Chengdu Hunters again. They make the switch, but way too late. The Sombra
Building up that ult for the fist, not the biggest in the world. But Colorhex is running out of time here to have an impact with that Sombra. There it is. Blase and RCK already out of it. Just like that, the Hunters stand tall on the point. Jinmu looking to find a kill, but it's not even necessary because the rest of his team are getting the job done. Fusions, Kellex, Persia, everybody dying on the side of the Boston Uprising, and the Hunters will pick up the first point on Ilios. Match point in favor of the Hunters, and Boston now backs to the wall, everything. EMP, 3 hit, the back line as well though. No heals possible, Kellex instantly destroyed. RCK is hanging on by a thread, but Persia's also feeling the heat. Persia with the clutch sleep, just buying a little bit of room to breathe.
might not be enough. Doombits in the back. Yeah, Doombits in the back is doing a lot of work, and now they have to throw themselves onto the point.
Oh, this could be it, Hex. This is where it comes unraveled. I mean, you're gonna have, yep, Blase does manage to recall. He's still alive, but they need to touch the point. Somebody needs to get on here. Still Blase, but he's dancing as best he can. The instant hack on Fusions. He can't pile drive. He can't get any shields. He's gonna get overwhelmed. And it's looking like the Hunters are gonna pull it off in 2 on Ilios. They've gone the distance. 3-2 the final score, but the Hunters deny Boston in the end.
And even though we've gone to 2-2-2 roll lock, the Hunters remain the most unpredictable, unpreparable for team in the entire league.